Well, hello, happy Monday, everybody. This is Chad Davis, Assistant Pastor of Student Ministry here at Harmony Bible Church. Really excited to be coming to you all this morning for the very first and very inaugural Monday Coffee Chat with Chad. That's right. I'm really excited. We are going to do this every single Monday during the COVID-19/coronavirus outbreak of 2020. As you all know, things are changing. Things are kind of crazy, and these videos will exist to all of the parents and student ministry leaders in Harmony Student Ministry. So if you're watching this video is specifically for Danville leaders. So specifically, Danville leaders, so happy to be talking with you all. If I haven't met you in person, can't wait to meet you in person. Just reaching out to you, as you know, Matt Yaley's very, very busy. We were going to begin starting the transition of leadership, and this is one of the things that does come to me now, which is sort of the future of ministry and what's going on. So you will notice a couple things. Number one, I do have a purple bandage on my hand. Number one, because I like purple, I think. But number two, I burnt myself with a propane torch. Don't ask questions. Second thing is, you'll notice that my voice sounds just so wonderful right now. I do not have COVID-19, but my family has gotten so close that we've begun to share our normal flora, which we've passed this wonderful sinus infection around to everybody, which is why I sound like I swallowed a bunch of razor blades. So, love you guys. I'm not sick. I hope you're not sick. I hope you are enjoying your quarantine. And I want to talk with you all about a couple of things today. Number one, I already told you what this is going to be about. But also I want to tell you about a couple things that you have access to that you can use as material during this COVID-19 outbreak. Now, here's the deal. If you're a small group leader, you're also a small group leader right now. Remember, it's for the school year. That's how long we say this thing lasts, and we are about our students. And never forget, students do not know or do not care how much you know until they know how much that you care. So during this time of this outbreak, of this quarantine, we need to be more than ever reaching out to our students, loving them, and helping them. So there's just a few things that I want to talk with you all about. Many of you are already doing this, but I just want to encourage you to continue reaching out to your students, and I'm going to give you some practical ways to do that today. First and foremost, we are doing daily devotions 5 days a week. Chad, why are you doing that? It takes an absorbent amount of time to do all that stuff. Why are you doing it? Because our sheep still need to be fed, and we need to be bringing out small group material that you all can use to engage with your students. Especially now, since this changes day to day, we will be doing weekly long devos, hopefully to encourage your students in their relationship with Jesus Christ, so that they can grow to know him better and that you can grow to know your students better. So we'll be doing those social media devotions. Please check those out. Those will be on the Harmony Danville students page or the Harmony Burlington or the Harmony Fort Madison page. Regardless of where you look, they will be on those student ministry pages, either Facebook or on Instagram. So please take some time to look at those. It'll definitely be worth your time. Also, you'll find discussion guides with questions in the bottom so that even if you just look over the Devo, you have questions that you can talk about with your student. We're also going to be asking you guys that during this time that you still keep up a weekly meeting. That's right. We're still small group leaders even if we're out, and I really want to encourage you all to continue to do the meetings. I touched my face, but I just put hand sanitizer on these. Trust me, I know it got in my burn. All right, so the next thing that you need to know is those meetings. Down below you'll find resources that if you're not already meeting with your students, that can help you meet with your students, and that is this apparatus called Zoom. All right, it's a great software. You'll find more information below. It'll help you connect with students. You may say, hey Chad, I don't know my students' information. That's just fine. Annie can help you below. All right, she'll be sending this email to you. She'll have a link to where she can help you find their information, and she can get that information out to you so that you can connect with them. Okay, so that's really important. We're going to ask you to do that. If you're saying, hey Chad, I don't know when to meet, do it on Wednesday night. So when you guys do it anyway, I would encourage you, just keep up that time. They're used to it. You're used to it. It's a great time to be doing that kind of thing. If you've already found a night, that's just fine. Or if another night works great, that's great. I would just start on Wednesday. Probably be the best place to start. Next thing you need to know about going to the parents, going to you, and going to the students, we are doing a weekly challenge, all right? We are not only going to be small group leaders, even though we are in the midst of this quarantine, we have this technology to connect us. We are also going to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We are going to be pushing forward the gospel, the example of Jesus Christ to everybody. So therefore, we are going to be having a weekly challenge. During this weekly challenge, you will be challenged to do something all quarantine friendly, but this week specifically, we are asking everybody, students, parents, leaders, everybody, to write notes to first responders or medical professionals. You can either write those yourself and send them out, or you can look at the information below. Annie has a way that you can get those to us, and we will get them in to the right hands. Encourage your small group to do that, and please do it yourself. I think it's a great thing. I'll be doing it. In fact, I've already done it, and I think it'll be a great exercise for you to do as well. So you may be asking yourself, hey, Chad, what are you doing during this time? Well, a couple of really important things. Number one, I'm doing daily devos. That's honestly where most of my time goes. They're very time consuming. They take a while to shoot. They take a while to write. And so it's pretty time consuming. The second thing, I'm catching up with some families. I'm talking to some leaders. I've probably talked to some of you already. If I haven't, I'm coming. I love you guys. I'll be connecting with some of you. I'm yearly planning for this year and next year, getting ready as we're bringing some new staff on in student ministry and some other things like that. I'm also part of some things organizationally, brainstorming and system development in order to respond to this crisis. I'm even on some Danville leadership stuff as we begin to transition that with Matt, working with you guys, meeting with you guys, thinking future Danville, thinking youth room, thinking students, all that kind of fun stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm thinking mission and vision long term. In fact, I'm writing a 5-year document for all student ministry that'll hopefully be helpful for us as we grow and we develop. And the last thing I'm focusing on is not dying, as you should be. Not spreading COVID-19, nipping this thing in the bud so we can get back together as soon as possible and loving our students and being sure that we're doing that. Next thing I want you to do, send us weekly pictures to this email. If you're having these meetings weekly, send us those pictures. We want to see them. We want to put them up for everybody to see in the church and here to be an encouragement to the body. Next thing, we are going to be having some video meetings throughout April. You can check below. Annie will put the dates for those in the email below. I will be joining with you live. We're trying to figure out what will be best. Probably Zoom at this point to meet with everybody. I'll meet with you all probably on a Wednesday night around 6 o'clock. Be sure that you are ready for that. You'll find that information below. I'll be shooting that. You'll have to click on a link at a certain time. It'll be super easy, but be sure that you do that and that you're ready for that and that you schedule that in to your time because I really, really think it's going to be worth it. We're going to cover some really important things. First and foremost, we're going to be talking about a little bit about the future. So as you all know, we're transitioning leadership. Matt put that in his last email. If you don't know that, heads up. That's beginning to happen. We're getting some new staff here. We're figuring out what that looks like. But during the time, I will be responsible for things in Danville. Because of that, you all need to know what to expect as we come to the end of the year and you make your decision about your involvement next year, okay? I will be in these meetings talking with you about some of the expectations that I have and some of the different systems that we'll use. It will not look much different than what we do this year. There'll just be a few extra things that I want you to be aware of so that you know what you're getting into next year. I think there'll be good things, and they won't be a whole lot more time, but I think they'll definitely be worth your time as we go into that season. I just want you to be aware as you make your decisions about next year. As far as concerning decisions, I want you to go ahead and be praying about whether God has you coming back to student ministry, which I hope he does. If God wants you doing something else with your life, I hope that we can have a conversation because student ministry might be heading that direction and we can help you with that. My job as in leadership within the church is to help people equip these saints for the work of the ministry, Ephesians 4. And I want to do that. So if you have an idea, if you're doing something, if God's moving in your soul, let us know about it. And the final thing is maybe it's time to part ways or maybe we'll have the conversation with you about considering a few things for the next year. If student ministry will be worth it for you or not worth it, that's the wrong words. But if student ministry is something God's moving us ahead in both of our lives, in both of our directions. And why I'm saying that is this is the body. There's many different ways to serve, and sometimes he moves us on to a different season, or it's just not a good fit, and that's fine. That's great. We want to find you another place to serve. We don't hate you or anything else. We just may need to have those conversations. You may need to have those conversations with me. So I'm asking you guys to be praying about that and to tune in for those April meetings. And finally, we talked about the fiesta. If we come back before the end of the school year, before the end of our time together, we will be having the fiesta. And be prepared for that. We're still going to give you some small group time. I know you heard about it from the last video that I send out, but we're going to have a big fiesta when we get back together, a big party with about 30 to 40 minutes of small group time at the end so that you can check out with your students before we take off. So anyway, I love you guys. Very end here, I want to talk about the future. As you may have heard in the last video that I sent out, there is a possibility that we could be back the week after Easter. As of right now, that's not looking that great. Okay, I just want to be honest. This is only increasing. It seems to still be growing. So we're keeping our eyes on that. Again, tune into these videos. I will keep you updated on that, and I'll let you know as soon as I know what is going on. I love you guys. This could change a lot, but this is why I'm doing these video meetings. I hope that you'll use these video meetings. Again, this is only for the leaders. The parents of students have their own video that's come out for them. And so, yeah, so if you have any questions, please let me or Annie know. We'll be more than happy to help you with those. Our contact information will be in the email or in the description of this video that you, or in the description that you're watching this video in. So I love you guys. If you have any questions, any conversations, any ideas, anything, please get back to us and let us know. We love you. We're praying for you, and we hope the best for you. God bless. Bye.